Today we're here to present you with the Daisy Award, which you'll get the specifics in just a bit, but the Daisy Award is an award that was created by the Barnes family in honor of their son Patrick, who spent several weeks, 8 weeks specifically, in the hospital before he passed away. And the family was so moved by the nursing care that they decided to create some sort of honorarium in his behalf. And this is a national and I believe international award that is very prestigious and is given to the best of the best nurses. And so with that, the story that was presented for you is that's what we're here to present today. So congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm just going to tell everybody a little bit about Michael. Michael DeMoss graduated from the University of Iowa College of Nursing in December of 2016. Michael completed his senior nursing internship in the CVICU and fell in love with the cardiac patient population. Michael began his nursing career in February of 2017 when he officially joined our CVICU team. Michael has grown so much as a nurse and does a great job in caring for his patients. Michael thoroughly enjoys precepting nursing students and helping to orient new staff nurses to the CVICU. Michael is very passionate about nursing and takes great pride in the high quality care he provides to his patients and their families each and every day in the CVICU. Michael was recently accepted into the University of Iowa CRNA program and will continue his dedication to the nursing profession by expanding his knowledge in May of 2019. Michael, thank you for all that you do. We're so proud of you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So I'm going to read the nomination and then also a follow-up letter to the nomination.
Yeah, follow-up letter.
Oh yeah. So I have to say yesterday, Jean, she said, oh, you're going to read the nomination form tomorrow. She's like, it's a real tearjerker. I was like, why would you give that to the pregnant lady who has zero control over her emotions?
God, I better.
But I think I can keep it together. So, my grandpa was admitted to the CVICU at the end of June after a mitral clip. He had to be re-intubated after the procedure and then developed sepsis and had to be started on continuous dialysis. With everything my grandpa had going on, he was a busy patient. Michael worked with my grandpa at least 3 12-hour shifts and made it seem like a walk in the park. He was not only always on top of what was happening, he was multiple steps ahead. This was a very scary time for our family, and he took the extra time to sit with my grandma in the early hours and explain in detail what was going on and what to expect. Being able to reassure family and allow them to understand past the medical jargon is the biggest blessing you can give to family members, besides taking excellent care of the patient. He always let us know he was there to answer questions. He even told my grandma if she woke up at 2 a.m. and wondered how he did, just to call, and he would be there to give an update, which he did when my grandma and I would call in the middle of the night. I have a medical background and I wasn't always able to be there to help explain things, but Michael would explain things to me over the phone so I could stay in the loop and answer any of my grandmother's questions. Michael took the extra time to do this, and I know it took time out of his shift, but he was more than happy to do it. Not only were Michael's personal skills excellent, but you knew his bedside nursing skills were excellent too. I would call and ask about lab values, and he could answer me without hesitation. You could always tell he was paying attention to every detail of my grandpa's care. At the beginning of the shift, I would watch him go through all the lines and re-zero everything so he knew for certain he was getting accurate reads. When you have a critically sick family member and get so lucky to have a nurse like Michael, it's one of the biggest blessings. Just knowing he was in good hands made such a difference for myself, my grandma, and the rest of my family. My grandma was always much more at ease when Michael was working. In talking to him once, he even stated that he chose to take care of my grandpa because he had had him before and wanted to continue to help with his case. Michael, you were such a blessing to our family, and I want you to know that you made such a big difference in one of the most stressful times in our family's lives. Thank you so much for all that you did. And while Michael was taking care of my grandpa, it was my grandpa's birthday. He brought her a birthday card with a gift card for coffee, above and beyond. So then she follows up with this letter.
Oh, geez. As if that wasn't enough.
Right. Dear Michael, I'm so happy that you have been selected. I wish I could have put into words better how much of an impact you have made. I've worked in healthcare my entire life at the bedside, and this is my first experience from the other side of the bed, where one of my family members was very ill. It was also the first time watching people I know go through this type of situation. It gives me a new appreciation for what we do every day as nurses. We can literally be the difference in our patients and our families' lives. Families are terrified and clueless and so overwhelmed they can't really comprehend what is happening, let alone remember what someone told them 5 minutes ago. Michael's skills were undeniable, but the care of the family and advocating for my grandpa was what really set him apart. When I talked to him on the phone the first night, he talked to me like I was another nurse on the unit, and I felt like I was a part of the team caring for my grandpa. This time my role was different. I wasn't drawing blood or starting IVs or titrating medications, but my role was to be the interpreter between family and medical staff. Michael made myself and the family at ease. Every time Michael was on, my grandmother was at ease. She wasn't any less terrified or overwhelmed, but she knew that Michael would take great care of Larry and that he would inform her of everything that was happening in a way that she could understand. As a family member, that is the most precious gift. I used to think skills were the most important, but now I consider skill and bedside manner to be tied. Michael, I will never be able to express well enough or thank you for what you did for me and my family, but you really made the most terrible outcome tolerable. I'm sorry that I can't be there to see you get your award today, but you'll be in my thoughts often. I know my bedside care will be better for meeting you. I hope others will benefit from this story as well. Thanks again, Heather Mills. So along with everyone just staring at you for the last 10 minutes, you also get some really great gifts. So you get your certificate, your official certificate that highlights that you were a Daisy nurse. We also have a copy of the nomination for you, along with the Daisy pin that you can wear on your badge so that everybody knows that you're a Daisy nurse. And then along with the bouquet of daisies, we also have, this is called the Healer's Touch soapstone. So this is made in Zimbabwe by a tribe. Everyone is handcrafted separately, differently, and the funds go to support that tribe. So everyone is unique and different, and that is for you.
Thanks.
That's really cool. And then we also have, so Patrick Barnes, one of his favorite things while he was in the hospital was Cinnabons. So we don't have a Cinnabon here, but we have Hy-Vee, which makes awesome cinnamon rolls. So we have cinnamon rolls for you and the rest of your team to share. And
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
Now
so
we're talking.
we're gonna take some pictures of you, but I want to say congratulations. This is an awesome award, and the nomination and the letter just really highlight the awesome care that you provide for our patients and their families. So thank you.
Thank you.
So let's do a team picture first.